Hi, I'm Mark.
And I'm Jerry. And we are the Military Collectibles Shop. Welcome to our new camera angle because we're running out of space, so we had to put the camera up on some boxes. So, we hope you like it. I hear it's a more flattering angle anyhow.
Yeah.
This is as good as we get. Okay, so we're still unpacking the collection. So this is our fourth, deboxing. Wow. And again, we've taken the liberty of unboxing some of the stuff, so you don't have to watch us with our non-Bob Burns cutter. This is actually a Made in America one.
Cool.
So, but yeah, again, interesting stuff. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Some good, some bad, some in between. So, let's get started because that's why you're here.
Okay. Crap, let's just dig in. We got another Mother's Cross. This is the third day in a row that we had a Mother's Cross, and this is a bronze one.
A lot of Mother's Crosses in this collection.
No box.
Okay, since I'm modeling the U.S. version of the Military Collectibles Shop shirt, I'm going to start in some U.S. stuff while Mark does the German stuff. So this is a World War I tunic. It's kind of a really weird wool. Heavier wool than usually expected. And officers' stripes on the sleeves. No insignia, unfortunately, and no name that I was able to ascertain as of yet, but still, it was a great war. That's a play on the...
We have a bunch of Kriegsmarine trade patches. I guess just different ones. And I'm sure somebody's interested in them.
We just need to find someone to trade them with. Okay, in the U.S.-ish realm, we've got it's actually a Confederate States loan document. So I'm sure these coupons are still good at any Waffle House south of the Mason-Dixon line.
And there's a certificate of authenticity on the back.
There is a certificate of authenticity. This is to certify that this bond is authentic Confederate States of America bond issued during the Civil War, 1861 to 1864. This bond was purchased at Sotheby's, London on November 24th, 1987.
Wow.
So saith the paper thing.
Yeah, the paper thing couldn't lie.
Always believe the story. But I think it's real. It's a real crummy paper.
We're gonna try and cash it in
at a Waffle House.
All right, I got a rad sports shirt patch and a rad sleeve patch for the unit, the 353rd over the 7th.
That's nice.
Whatever that means, but I'm
kind
sure
of goes with
the
tunic you just got.
Yeah.
All right, this is what's kind of colloquially, well, whatever that word is. It's known as a Mackinac jacket or a Jeep jacket, sometimes called the medic jacket because a lot of times they give these to medics so they can stay warmer. But nice, usually found in the ETO jacket. You don't see them all that much.
Oh, we got a second class Iron Cross, real nice. Apparently the finish was removed from the swastika, but instead of being shiny, it's brown. It turned rusty. And then,
oxidized.
And we have a first class Iron Cross that is special. It's nice. Yeah.
All right, got a bucket. Oh, I'm like, what kind of weird ass bucket is this? It had a lid. But no, that it actually does. Wow. You know, I've had these before. I am this years old when I found out that these things were actually lids for the buckets. Never knew that.
Wow. That's so if you're fetching water in the rain.
You don't get any rain in your water bucket. Yes, that's exactly it, Mark. I always thought they were kind of like some kind of portable dish. Like, like they have the portable dog dishes. Like if you needed a little portable basin.
Oh, yeah. It would make sense.
Shows you what I know.
All right, I have a couple of first-class War Merit Crosses. Kind of would go nice in that case with the Knight's Cross one. One of them's got a lot of finish on it, and one of them is later war zinc with no finish.
All right, we got a bunch of overseas hats. Generally, no big shakes. But the interesting one, well, a couple interesting ones. There's a General's one, which I may or may not believe, since there's no name associated with it. Yeah. I'm sure there is something written in there. We'll see. But the interesting one is this navy gray overseas hat, along with a pair of navy gray shoulder boards. These were grossly unpopular during the war because the Navy guys felt like they looked like bus drivers.
Wow. You got 2 Kriegsmarine badges, a minesweeper, and a destroyer badge. The destroyer badge has the little hook on the top and a horizontal pin, and the minesweeper is just the straight pin. I didn't really look for maker marks. I can't see any.
All right, this is another Confederate second place award for the Civil War. Actually, this is sort of a in memory of kind of thing. It's actually kind of neat because it appears like it's hand painted. So that's nice. So they have a nice sentiment. Lord God of hosts, be with us yet lest we forget. So nice rendition of the various battle flags.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I have a Coastal Artillery badge and a General Assault badge. General Assault badge seems to have some surface damage, and the catch is missing. Wow, that's weird. It's almost like they had put a 25 thing on that. But anyways, but don't worry, the Coastal Artillery one is fine.
Yay! All right, this is a 4-pocket Army Air Force jacket with inappropriate ribbon bar. It's actually got the European campaign ribbon bar, and he was with the 14th Air Force, so he should have had the Pacific ribbon bar on there, unless there was some really weird circumstances. So I'll have to see if there's a name or anything that we can research in here. Yeah, just a nice 4-pocket tunic.
I have a Infantry Assault badge and a General Assault badge. These are special ones. They were meant for your wallet because they don't have any pins or hooks on the back, and they'll fit in your wallet much nicer.
I got some more modern squadron patches, and by more modern I mean older. Nothing we have is really all that new. They're probably from, I think the 60s, 70s. With some of these. Kind of neat though, still on the Meyer cards, some of them. And then some other loose ones. Always nice to see. Squadron patches are cool. Again, this collection seemed to be made up of a lot of German stuff and a lot of aviation related.
Okay, I have a West Wall medal and a Eastern Front medal. With the ribbons, obviously.
These were interesting. I didn't know that these existed. I mean, I knew they existed. And I suppose it shouldn't have surprised me. But like the miniature medals, I had always thought that was a private purchase thing. And maybe it mostly is, but I'm thinking like with the dress mess, you would actually wear the miniature versions of your medals. But these are actually in the original issue cases, which I've never seen before. I mean, we've seen a lot of the miniature medals, but I've just never seen them in the factory issued cases with the specification numbers. And what's cool is these are all like Vietnam era dated. And there's a whole little pile of them. A bunch of different ones.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. It's kind of neat to see something you haven't seen before.
I have a couple of wound badges. One's a black one and one's a silver one. They're nice. Fish.
All right, got a, I don't know, a dearth of aircraft gauges. I'm not sure what the numerical grouping for a group of aircraft gauges are. A flight. Yeah, we'll go with that. A flight of aircraft gauges. So this is an RPM. This is a turn bank indicator. And this is another RPM. And then there's this is when Mark and I go to parties. This is so we know when it's time to come home. You know, wear that around your neck and you start leaning. And then this is actually cool. This is an 8-day clock. So these are always cool. Mounted in a piece of what's probably like windshield plexiglass, you know, from a fighter plane. And a lot of these actually have serial numbers on them. So sometimes you can actually research and figure out the plane that it was on.
Ooh, excellent. I got a War Merit Medal and a Sleeza medal or award.
Like second class.
Yeah,
It did come in a first class award too. I think it's more of a World War I era award. But neat, impressive eagle with the Turkish crescent thing on it. Got a bunch of just U.S. rank insignia. Again, all kind of from that Vietnam era, 68, 69, 70. Some more pilot wings. Master Senior Pilot, or Command Pilot, 71. Still on the card, which is kind of cool. Some other collar insignia. This is some artillery stuff. Yeah, lots of bags of little bits and bobs.
Yeah. I got a Luftwaffe ground assault badge and a pin for the pith helmet, which is fairly rare.
Yeah, it's a tough one to find. Because, the eagle faces a different way than it, I think. There's a Navy airship badge in cloth on white, but still in the original cellophane. Kind of neat.
Oh, that's cool. We got an aluminum dress army belt buckle. It's, would never hold up in combat. And a Luftwaffe steel belt buckle.
There was a bunch more Luftwaffe trade badges. So apparently we now have a large collection of Luftwaffe trade badges. Better than the Navy ones, but...
We got a Hitler Youth buckle with the tag and a SS buckle that I let an expert look at and he thinks it's real.
It's one of the early nickel silver ones, so that's nice. OLC marked. Not as cool as an early nickel silver belt buckle, but here's a zinc NSDAP political leader buckle with the RZM tag still on it. A little
swastika belt buckle for somebody wanting to wear a patriotic buckle.
Sometimes early Hitler Youth wore those. Sometimes early SA. You got to remember, Hitler Youth actually started in like 1923. It was a real early movement. This is kind of cool. I need to do a little bit more research on this one. but it's a purportedly an SS tuxedo or mess dress button. So these are usually silver. This one doesn't have the plating, but it does appear to be 3-piece, which I know they're supposed to be. That's our fake pile.
We have a Hindenburg cross with swords, and we have an Italian medal, or whatever they got them
For being Italian.
Yeah.
Hey, Luigi, have a medal. Grazie. Prego. Okay, this is an RZM tagged claw belt buckle for the political leaders.
There's a bullion Army Eagle.
That's nice. Mark's ringing. Is it past your bedtime?
Yeah.
Here's a little bitty SA or Hitler Youth buckle, the small size.
Wow, the guy must have been really small. I have a Edelweiss hat badge for the Gebirgsjäger. And what do you say, this is a Schuma
Yeah,
patch?
Schuma for the hats. They wore them on their overseas hats. Schuma were kind of like, they were used as sort of a military police force in the Eastern Territories. Not very well liked.
We got some of these Navy, well this one is a Navy, wine glasses. We got a thing of 6 of them, but 2 of them have been...
I think these are made, I think these are fuse covers. And then the stems are actually bullets. Not sure what the bases are. Probably some very important piece of machinery that...
Yeah. No, I think only one of them has the Navy belt buckle on, or button on it, whatever. But I'm sure we can send this out to a machinist to solder that back together.
I got another dagger. This is a Luftwaffe, second model Luftwaffe. It's got the nice pumpkin orangey handle. Decent blade, made by Horster. And what I like about this one is it's got the aluminum crossguard and aluminum pommel. Scabbard's a little worse for wear, but that'll clean up a little bit. You know, it's like, okay, it's a real dagger.
Yeah. We got some foreign volunteer shields for the army. Azerbaijan, the Russian Liberation Army, and Idle Ural. I don't even know what those are. Sorry.
Somewhere over there.
Somewhere over there. They used knives and arrows in their thing.
This is interesting. Don't know if it's real. I think it's for a wound badge in gold. But what bugs me about it, it's a Rudolf Suval packet.
Oh.
Now, the Suval did make stuff wartime, but the problem is they also made stuff after wartime.
Got a couple of hat badges here. The police and army cap eagles. We also got one of those Czechoslovakian coins. It's not made in Czechoslovakia. I think it was made in England. There was like somebody chained up on with 2 pillars with swastikas on it. I don't know if that's some type of event that they held annually.
It's time for the chaining of the Czech. Yeah. Yeah, those are cool. And we got some tinnies. This one's actually a veterans tinny. Haven't seen this one before. Kind of neat. This one is for a German song singing band group from 1934.
Some type of... Oh, this is a Youth Fest tinny, and this is one that the May 1st, 1937, with the naked little boy standing on the eagle. Daddy, don't stand on the eagle.
Okay, and then a couple Frauenschaffen
Oh yeah.
pins. The German women's, nurse thing and the Women's Association.
And this is one of those badges that the Austrian guys would sew in their hats. Some guy wearing skis with a bow, and it says something in.
So Uli, I think his name is.
Yeah, Uli.
Yeah, he was like it's some good luck thing for skiers and mountain climbers. So a lot of mountain troops actually carried those.
And there's a tinny here with a German with a bow and arrow shooting it into the air. I don't know where the arrow's gonna land.
I think it's a Luftschutz day.
Oh. He's gonna have to get something heavier duty.
And that's how they invented jarts.
Well.
Yeah. All right. So again, another interesting smattering of stuff. No earth-shattering oh my gods in this group, but
are you sure this Gestapo thing isn't real?
Yes, I am very sure that none of that stuff over there on the crap pile is real. But as always, anything that we sell as a reproduction that turns out to be real, we will gladly give you your money back, because that's the kind of guys we are.
Yes.
All right. We should go. It's late.
Yeah.
But thanks for joining us. Appreciate all of you, especially those of you who've sent, well wishes and nice messages and comments, emails. Check the website. More stuff's coming on. We've been jamming on it. This stuff probably won't be there for a while, but it will eventually be there. It just takes a while to process everything through. We do have we got 4 or 5 guys now helping us out.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, so that's awesome. So we're really trying to get better at what we do, even if we can't get better at doing these. It's 200 and some videos, and this is as good as it gets. We've been turned down by many people in Hollywood. So,
yeah, about that.
but that's okay. They also greenlighted Spielberg's AI movie. 6 hours of my life I'll never get back. Okay, but thanks as always for joining us. We really appreciate having you here. Without you, it would just be us talking
to these footlockers.
Yeah, exactly. It seems to make so much more sense when you guys are watching this. So thanks for being part of the equation. Okay, until next time, I'm Jerry.
And I'm Mark.
And we are the Military Collectibles Shop.